Hi, so I thought I would do an update on what my microblading looks like now and how I feel about it and would I ever get it done again almost 2 years later. On April 23rd, 2017, I got my eyebrows microbladed. Long story short, many years ago, I went in to have my eyebrows waxed, and unfortunately, she waxed them all off. And they never grew back the same. So for years and years and years, I always had to fill them in, and that got to be really annoying. So when microblading came out and was a thing, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this done. And I did get it done. I vlogged my healing process as well as my touch up, and you can find all of that on my channel under microblading. But we're going to talk about where we're at today, almost 2 years later. Okay. When I got my microblading done, I made sure that I followed the aftercare instructions very carefully because this is not a cheap procedure and I didn't want to mess around. So around day 5, I had what I called premature flaking, where a big chunk of the inner eyebrow came off. And there was no color left behind. So I was pretty concerned about that, and I'll show you a picture here. So I had the initial microblading done and I required 2 touch-ups. Now, in my opinion, for me and my experience, the difference between the first touch-up and the second touch-up, there was no difference. And it was a complete waste of money, in my opinion. So I also was under the impression that I would never have to fill in my eyebrows again, and of course, that simply wasn't true. So I spent all this money for microblading, and really anybody that's had microblading done, your eyebrows look fantastic, like at first in the beginning, and then they're not as fantastic anymore. They're not as fresh looking, if you will. And that's okay. Did it cut down on my makeup routine, like the time spent getting ready in the morning? Yeah, it did, because it provided like an outline for my eyebrows, if you will, when I was filling them in. So it cut down on time a little bit in that way. I'm almost 2 years on now and I still fill my eyebrows in. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I'm going to insert some photos here so you can kind of see what my before and after looked like before I ever got microblading done. And I'll show you what my eyebrows look like now without them filled in. So right now, my eyebrows are filled in a little bit, and I'll show you what I use. Okay. I use NYX. Can you see that? Okay. Professional eyebrow pencil. It's a fucking amazing. I've used eyebrow pencils from IT Cosmetics, from just anything you can think of, really expensive high end to, stuff that costs like about $12. And I would say that this by far is like the best eyebrow pencil I've ever used. I mean, it's budge proof practically. I mean, I could go swimming in the rain, the whole 9 yards. They ain't coming off. They come off if I make an effort to take them off, but the shit is the fucking bomb diggity. I was in love with IT Cosmetics, but unfortunately they had a period of time there where they weren't able to keep their shit in stock, and that's pretty fucking annoying. So I went with NYX, and they've been pretty reliable, except for a little stint there for about 2 to 3 months where they too were having a problem keeping their shit in stock, but they seem to be over that hump, thank goodness. So yes, I'm going to show you. This is me now. I just got off work, so I probably don't look that fabulous, but here's my eyebrows filled in, okay? And I'll show you what they look like when I take this off, what they look like now, post microblading almost 2 years later. Hang tight. Okay, so I went ahead and I took this eyebrow off. That's so weird to say. So this one's filled in still, okay? And this one is off. And you can see that there is a difference there. Like, would I go out in public like this? Maybe to the gym, but probably that's it. And yeah, so that's kind of where it's at. The microblading is basically gone. And that's okay. Would I ever get it done again? Fuck no. The only reason I got it done was because I thought I would never have to fill my eyebrows in again, because we all know how gosh dang annoying that is. So look at this, eh? Look at the difference. This is my natural, this is my filled in. Anywho, let's just do something about that. And because I still have to fill my eyebrows in, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not going to drop that kind of money on something that I'm still going to have to buy eyebrow pencils for. But, you know, you do what works best for you. And somebody also mentioned about scar tissue building up if you microblade over the same spot repeatedly. Now, I had my microblading and 2 touch-ups done, and I don't have any scar tissue. Like, that didn't happen to me. And I know that was a concern when microblading first came out. People were whatever about it, but I never experienced that. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my NYX eyebrow pencil, and then I can, you know, do my thing, chicken wing. I've just accepted that it is how it is, and what can I do? Nothing, nothing. So yeah, when I posted my vlog on my microblading, I didn't think that anybody would really care or whatever, but some of my videos got like thousands and thousands of views, and I appreciate that, you guys, because I know when I went and got my microblading done, I watched as many YouTube videos as I possibly could on the microblading to get so that I can make an informed decision before I went and had that done. So I hope that my videos help you. And if you have any questions, you can just drop that question down below and I will answer it, no problem. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be investing more time in my channel in terms of beauty, lifestyle, my photography, and yeah, so if you like this, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. Also, buy yourself this NYX, I don't work for these people, buy yourself NYX eyebrow pencil. It's the angled one. Look at that shit. It's a wicked, wicked, wicked eyebrow pencil.